Right, we're back with 7 billion humans. I'm gonna keep trying to 100% this, but if I get stuck, really stuck, then I'll switch to just normal campaign and not worry about all the optional stuff. So far it seems fine. So it looks like these are optional, maybe? Let's do them anyway. 11. Injection sites. Whoa. Huh? Oh, I see. That's not that hard then, okay. Okay, so we, definitely pick up. Okay, let's try and do it in the shortest time first. So we go step. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Okay. Let's do this. So we step first. Pick the thing up. Step again. Well, I just duplicated that. So now we're standing on this row. So. What I want to do is... Okay, easy. Just step, step, and then if I'm standing on nothing, drop. And literally just that over and over again. Okay, so just step, step. If standing on nothing, drop. Can we? We can't copy sections. Oh, I could in Notepad. Not this time, but next time I'll do that. Now it's not going to take too long, so we do step, step. If nothing, drop. And then one final batch. So this should be fast, time-wise. And they should all arrive at the same time. Now optimize for commands. So this shouldn't be hard. Pick up. Hang on. Okay, pick up below us. Step. Step. And then if we're standing on nothing, drop. Else, jump back to the start. Let's try that. What I mean is, if... If there's a left... If there's... If we're standing on nothing and there's a number to the left of us, let's do that. But that's 7 commands, that's not good enough. Okay, we don't need the extra step, just do that. So that's 6 commands. Just make sure that works. Alright. We don't need that step either. Oh, this is it. Oh no, that's not it. They're not stepping. Whoops. Definitely need a pickup command. We definitely need a step command. We definitely need a drop command. We definitely need a jump command. 2, 3, 4. Do we need the else? This is an infinite loop. Doesn't matter. Ah. It doesn't matter if it's an infinite loop as long as you reach the goal. Okay. Okie doke, so we're on unzip. Let's unzip this line of data. Is this gonna be like Python unzip, Python zip command or something? Move the leftmost data cube up. Then move the next cube in line down, next one up, next one down. Yeah, these comments are not helpful. Pick up. I see. So we want to say if... Not, we don't care if there's a wall. If the left is not a person, that's what I want to say. And step up, drop. If... left is not a person, step down, drop. And then just do all that again. Oh, I got all the optionals. Okay. I was thinking hard about how to improve it. That was easy. I see. So what do we want them to go down and let's see. Okay, I just have to spell out step by step what I want each person to do. So I want step, pick up, step, step. Now I want if there is no worker to the right of me. That means that I'm identifying the guy on the right, because he's the rightmost. Then I want him specifically to step, step, and drop. Then I do step, step, drop. So what's going to happen here is he puts it in the correct place, they put those in the correct place, but now I still need to deal with the remaining people holding boxes. Okay. Let's say... So if there's a... There's no worker to the right of me, step, drop. Else. This needs to go in the else. So this is telling that guy, once you've dropped your... We don't even need the drop here, we could put the drop at the very end. Once you've done your job, you stay still and never move again. The remaining people follow these commands. So do step, step. Now, if we're standing in an empty space... If we're not standing in an empty space... We do step, step again. So at this point, this is what it looks like. Okay, we've got these three people here. So we need the one standing on 5. Ah, I didn't think that there's numbers here. That helps us. We don't have to say if you're on the rightmost or whatever. We can say if you're standing on number 0, if you're standing on number 5. If you're standing on 5, step, step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Else, we step forward again. Boy, this is a horrible program. And at this stage, they are standing... The heck? Okay, something went wrong there. Ah. Try again. Okay, good. Now we do step 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. Okay. Is this gonna work? Your solution failed more than 50% of the random tests. What? Oh, he didn't tell me that. The numbers are different every time. So I failed. But he... Oh, sneaky devil. So when I said, if you're standing on 5, that's no longer true, because now he's changed the numbers. Oh, and he's changed the places where the gaps are. So this is not... I've tailored this to a very specific setup. This whole thing doesn't work. Like, Oh, no, I'm wrong. He didn't change where the gaps are, but he did change the numbers. So it half works, but I need to... Okay. So this is salvageable. I just need to figure out what to do instead of saying if you're on 5. Okay, so stop, don't move. Oh, I can't go back. Okay, so... Oh, this one's easy. If there's a guy to the left of you, because that's only true for that guy on the right. If the guy to the left of you is a person, then do that. Okay. My target was to get 55 over 50 seconds, and I got 7 seconds. Well, that's not much of a challenge then, is it? So I don't think what I did was really that hard to do. You just have to reason it out step by step. So that wasn't really a hard challenge. However, I need to beat the other challenge, which is to do it in the fewest number of commands. 10 or fewer commands. Trying to think how I would do that. So we need something that's actually really slow. Like, tell them to just walk all over the place. Can you tell them to walk randomly? If... No. Like, that, in theory, that's the shortest program you could do, right? Just walk randomly, and then as soon as you find a gap, put it down. You might have to wait hours, I don't know, before everyone actually finds a gap, but it would work, theoretically. So, I think what I want to do is say, go down 2 steps, and now just keep walking all the way to the right and all the way to the left. No, make a sweep. Go all the way to the right, and go all the way to the left. And if you ever see a gap, put your block down. Will that actually work? Oh. Ten commands. That's all I have. 10 commands. That's quite tough. Alright, we have to tell them to something. Let's say... Step. Pick up. Now we want to tell them to... We I want to tell them to step to the right, but if there is a wall to the right of us, or what would I do? What does that even mean? If right equals right? If... I don't have much to work with here. It's windy now. Problem is, if I told them just walk all the way to the right and walk away to the left, and every time you see a gap, put your block down, this won't work because hello, Ku. Is it a weird time? Well, this is the sunset time, so it used to be the time I streamed back when I was by the sea. Which I am now. In fact, I'll probably have to finish the stream soon because it'll get really dark and then the mosquitoes will come in. Have you played this, Ku? I think you like this. It's kind of like Scratch programming, if you ever use Scratch. I mean, Scratch is more intended for kids, like drag and drop. I think it was made by MIT. Okay, well, it's mostly self-explanatory. You can tell your workers to step in a direction. You can tell them to pick up what they're standing on. You can tell them to drop what they're carrying. And then you got if condition, and you got jump, which is go to. So you can go to a specific control statement. So I'm trying to do a more advanced challenge now. So originally the challenge was to, at least for this level, was to get these guys to pick up the boxes and place them in these gaps, which I did, but now I'm doing the optional challenge, which is to do it with the fewest commands, or 10 or fewer commands. Now I'm trying to think what I would do. Like, you could tell them to just walk randomly, and when you find a gap, drop it. But you can't. You don't have the option to randomize direction. At least I don't think you do. The if conditions you can do are if a neighboring location, or if the location you're standing on is equal, not equal, greater, greater equal to, less than or equal to, and then these are the values you have. So, trying to think how I can do this without being verbose. So you can say So whenever they're on a row, walk like all the way to the right, all the way to the left once. So, and when you see a gap, see, I don't even know how you would tell them to walk all the way to the right. Because how do you tell them to stop? The guy on the right, they all get the same copy of this code. So the guy on the right most would see the wall, he knows to stop. But the other guys, all they see to the right of them is another person, so they don't know to stop. This game was made by the same company that made... No, not those games. It's the same company that made World of Goo, Little Inferno, Human Resource Machine. So they're lighter. Definitely lighter than Space Chem and the like. I can't think what I would do here. Is there some way I can simulate randomness? Like a kind of really rudimentary Mersenne twister or something. Like if the number you're on... don't think it would work. Or is there some sort of like what's it called? The game of life. Is there some sort of game of life way of making them spread out? So it's like if you have a person to the left and right, you go down, or if you have a person to the left, you go right, or something like that. That wouldn't work. Nah. Well, I mean, I guess I'm finishing soon. Or at least as soon as the beach goes black. So I'll carry on with the mandatory missions. This is an optional challenge, so... Did I get back for blood? Nah. I don't think it interested me enough. It was kind of a mixed bag. I can't remember my reasons, but there were definitely a fair few flaws with the game, I think. Like, for one thing is, you can't just... You can't play single player. You have to play with people, which is annoying. Sometimes you just want to dive in with bots, but... Can't do that. That's not a major issue, though, but that's one of the issues. Give to... Oh, so is this literally just... Step, pick up, step, give to, like that. Okay. Give to, if you're not holding something, means you give yourself. Okay, good to know. How do I make that faster? That's the most basic... How can I make that faster? Oh, I see. This guy's lagging. So if you tell them to pick up, and there's nothing on their space, they actually waste more time than if there was something on their space. That's unintuitive. You would expect they just, if they do nothing, that shouldn't take much time. So he's now behind because he wasted time saying, I've got nothing to pick up. So I need to find a way to make him not... Reminds you of the coding game challenges. Really? It seems very, very, very different. Oh, well, yeah, actually there are a couple of coding game challenges which are similar, I guess, where you're actually issuing commands to bots that are moving around like that. I wish they would be a bit more clear how time is calculated, because this is a complete black box to me. Number of seconds your program takes to complete. It's not really about the number of lines being executed, but it's about how long it takes them to physically move, and different actions take longer than others. So, I mean, even if you go step by step, it's not really clear what's happening at what time. So he is lagging because he had nothing to pick up. Well, then again, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe because the level ends the moment you've completed the objective. Even if you have an infinite loop, the moment you've completed the objective, it ends. That's how where the time is calculated to. So I don't think the guy who jumps in actually matters. I don't think he's affecting my time. So then the question is, if I don't worry about that guy, how on earth do I make this faster? I don't understand. Could I tell them to pick up before they step? So, pick up... What? I'm so confused. Alright, I have an idea. Let's use an if command. If... Logically, you wouldn't expect this to be faster, because they have to do the if check as well. But apparently, picking up on an empty square wastes a lot of time. So if I'm standing on nothing, pick up. Alright, let's try that. I got that the wrong way around. If standing on something, Yeah, that worked. That's so weird, though. So I'm just gonna have to learn what all the different actions, roughly which actions are faster than which actions. Which is kind of a pain. I'd rather they just fully expose how long each action takes. Maybe someone's compiled a list somewhere on the forums or something. Okay. Well, I've fully completed that level then. So, but you want to avoid giving them invalid commands, like pick up when they're not standing on anything. Because it's almost like it's throwing an error, and that error is taking up time. Which kind of makes sense. End. Okay. So we want... Tell them to step upwards. If... the space directly above us... is not... a data cube, then jump back there. So they'll keep stepping up until there's a data cube above them. So now pick up directly above you. Now we do the opposite. We go step. If the space below us is not a shredder, jump. So keep walking down until we're standing in front of the shredder. Now we shred. This might be optimized for time. And now we jump back to the beginning. The only worry is that doing a lot of if checks. Oh, I passed both challenges. There's no real other way you could do that, is there? That's just the best solution, both for time and commands, I guess. Could be programming. supposed to go pick up the data cubes and shred them. Everyone must survive. You only need to add or change 2 commands, but you're welcome to change more if you like. So I don't actually need his program, I can just write my own. Okay. I mean, I could try... Why has he left these... Alright, so... This music's like... Actually sounds pretty similar to a lot of the beach parties here. Alright, so what they're saying? They're saying, keep walking until you hit a wall. So really they should be saying, keep walking until you're standing on a data cube. Then pick up. If there's a shredder below you, give 2. Else step. So let's say, don't put the step in the else. We want a step no matter what, to make space for the other guys. Alright, let's try that. Oh god, what have I done? If, I've said if not equal to. HRPO commands. They gave me that challenge for free. Okay. Need to make it faster though. Alright, the moment I can actually identify who is who, so the moment I can say, okay, you're number 3 because you're standing in number 3, then I can branch them off and give them exactly the step they need to do, which will be optimal. So the question is, how can I identify them as quickly as possible? Of course. We already know because she's standing... Yeah, you already know because of the position. So if you have a person to the top left of you, or if you have 2 people, or if you have 1 person... Okay. So I can already just write 3 separate branches. And this should be 100% optimal, because you can just tell them exactly where to move. So... Oh, I can't clear it. Ugh. If... Let's start with the one in the top left. No, the one in the bottom right, because we need her to move out the way so the others can move forward. So, if there's someone to the top left, and there's nobody. The bottom right, then we say, let's say, step diagonally, step down twice. This music doesn't really fit. It just doesn't sound right for this game. Alright, pick up. Then we go step. Excuse me. Alright. Give to and then step up. So let's see this in action. Okay. If you are wedged between two people, we go step, one, two, three. Pick up. Then step down right. I'm gonna go right, right. And then we give to and then let's see what happens if we just leave him standing there. Okay, so final person. We don't need another if here. So we just go step. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So really the key to this is, am I using the if commands as efficiently as possible? Because I'd rather put more of the bulk on the woman in the bottom right, not the one in the top left. But what I'm doing is I'm making the one in the top left do the most of the if checks. The one on the bottom right only does one if check. These guys do 2, so I'm worried that that might not be optimal if they're really stringent about this challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we step. 1, 2, 3. I've given this guy too many steps. Can't pick this up. What is going on? Of course. At this stage, the bottom left lady is gone. So actually I need to move that. And now I need to put back in this step. Yeah, 2 seconds below target, so that was more optimized than we needed. Alright, I think that was a good number. Oh, it's a shame I didn't finish 13, but I kind of need to finish now. Unless I can quickly think of a solution for 13. So I need to write only 10 commands at most in order for them to... I had an idea, but now it's gone. I was thinking you could actually move these things to the right, but no, I don't see how that could be fast, how that could be more efficient. Alright, let's try this. Pick up. Step to the right. I can't think how to... We don't need to go that far, actually. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Let's try that. Step to the right. 4 spaces. One, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Okay, the problem... This is so weird. Okay, I can do this. So pick up, step. if I'm standing in a space... I'm standing in an empty space and it's a gap, so that means the left is a data cube and the right is a data cube. Then no, I want to say if not this condition, don't I? If not this condition, then jump back. So keep going until you're in a gap. So 3 of these people will stop, and the rest will go on to the end. Okay, so if... So, what's it? De Morgan's laws, you have to invert everything. If not, or not, or not. Then we carry on, so... Jump. Alright, what does it look like? So far, so good. Now it's gonna take... I can't get them in the right place in enough spaces now. It's just weird because there's this gap above this gap, and these 2 gaps horizontal. There must be something really elegant about this layout that I'm supposed to do. What if I go diagonally? Wait. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. Oh, so I had an idea, but it's not going to work because you can only drop on the space you're in. My idea was you walk... Just do this in a loop. You walk 2 spaces down, you walk 1 space down right, and then you look around you. If there's any gap anywhere, you place a block there, which I can still do, but it means stepping into it and then doing it. So Yeah, that would take too many commands. If it were possible to drop in that space, you could go 1, 2 down, 1, 2 down. And I think if you do that, every one of these gaps will be hit. No, it won't. Or if you... Okay, we'll worry about this next time. This is a hard one. Definitely. Alright. I need to get to... No, I've already been to the supermarket. I need to cook my dinner. Alright, I'll see you later. Ku and Helmac. And Travis Wifey24, hi. Oh! Helmac, thank you for the 100 bits as well, 39 minutes ago. I missed that. Do you play this game, Travis? Okay. Yeah. If you have any interest in programming, or actually, you know, even if you don't program, it's pretty easy for a programming layperson to understand how to make commands using drag and drop, so yeah, it seems quite fun. And the base challenges, so not the optional challenges, but beating the levels is not that hard. The challenges are the harder bits, that's what I was spending most of the time on. Alright, I'll see you later.